Hello Aquarius, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How are you, my smarty pantses? I hope you're well. Welcome to the weekend. It's almost over as I get to you here, get to your readings. I hope you're well. I'm looking at one deck. We've got one oracle deck that we're using this week, Aquarius. We are looking at Voice of the Souls Oracle, and we're just going to throw down a couple of these, find out what's going on in the week ahead, the overall energy, and then we're going to throw some tarot on it. So welcome. If you've never been here before, welcome to you. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. And whether you're new or not, I always appreciate a thumbs up and a comment. If you can muster one, that would be great. If you'd like to share my video, that would be awesome. And this is going to be a reading for the week ahead. Now, if you're my ride or die Aquarius, you already know how I read. I'm going to give you a reading for the week ahead. So no matter when you get this, today, tomorrow, next year, it could resonate with you then. It's not going to resonate with all of you today because we're not all at the same places with the same lessons in our lives, right? Tell me about Aquarius. What do we need to know about Aquarius for the week ahead? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, what's this? We've got mirror effect. All right. So there is somebody in your life that I feel is mirroring you. And if they are, well, not if, when they are, this person is somebody who I feel is mirroring through source. So what does that mean? The mirror effect, we've got card number 13. And when we meet our mirror, usually it is somebody who's teaching us something that we don't realize they're teaching us. I feel like you've already met your mirror here, or some of you could be meeting your mirror in the week ahead. This is somebody that is going to trigger you. This is your trigger warning, right? This person is here to trigger you. They are here to mirror back to you all of the things that you don't like about yourself, or all of the things that you've been trying to hold under the surface, and things that you don't wish to divulge or bring to the surface. This person is going to get down there and stir the pot. That's what they're going to do. So card number 13 tells me that this mirror person here is somebody who has been sent. You probably are the one that set them up to, like when I believe that when we're in the ethers before we get here, you probably put them on your roster and said, look, I need you to show up in 2025. I'm going to need you to reflect some things back to me to make sure that I'm on track and I'm learning the lessons that I need to learn. I feel like you're calling this person in. Card number 13 tells me this person causes transformation in your life, but sometimes the person that causes the biggest transformation in your life is the person that we don't like the most, because they bring all of our demons to the surface, my friend. We've got source. Card number 31 is a 4. I really do feel like this person is being sent by the universe to you in order to mirror back to you all the things that you don't like. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're probably going to be uncomfortable with this person. And if you don't like them or you argue with them possibly, doesn't even have to be that. Maybe this is someone who you've dated or who you've had intimate moments with, and this person, I feel like they made you run. I feel like you didn't want to deal with that part of yourself, so you ran as far as you could go. What do we got here? We've got a message of love, and we've got freedom. Very interesting. So Aquarius, I feel like if this is somebody that you've dated, it feels like it's somebody who you may have had love, platonic or romantic love with. And it does feel like this person, probably if you ran, they let you go. They just let you go. I feel like you're avoiding them. Maybe you're not quite avoiding them, but I feel like they made you feel too many things. They dug a little deep too quick. They started your transformation, and I feel like possibly you may not be speaking to this person, or you may have already had an argument with this person. The mirror effect isn't very comfortable, Aquarius. So think about the most uncomfortable connection you've been in, and that's probably the one who has acted as your mirror. Do we have more than one? Absolutely. It's necessary for our growth, right? Tell me about this mirror effect here. Tell me about the mirror effect for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So who makes you the most uncomfortable? Maybe there's been a relationship that got too deep too fast. Somebody who you felt saw right down to your toes and it made you uncomfortable. Tell me about the mirror effect. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Judgment card that kind of flipped out on its side. I'm going to say that might be a challenge here. Judgment. So I'm going to say, first of all, that I think that you did feel judged by this person. You may have felt judged by them, and I feel like it broke some sort of trust or some sort of solid friendship, maybe a feeling. It feels like it made you feel bad. It made you feel bad about yourself. Now, this is the mirror effect, right? This is the mirror effect. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this person is someone that you'd invested in. So maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a love ship, maybe it's a member of the family. But this person, I feel, is somebody that you decided was a safe person. And the Judgment card is here. Came out on its side. To me, that's a challenge. Judgment is always a challenge whenever it comes up. It does feel like, as I was saying with this mirror effect here, that the decision you made is that this person is only here to hurt me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. This person didn't make you feel good about yourself, but please understand that I don't think that they poked a finger in your face and said you're not good enough. That's not what happened here. They may have loved on you. They may have brought up feelings that you weren't ready to look at, things that you weren't ready to mirror, and that's what would have made this connection uncomfortable. And tell me more. I feel like you had to make a decision here. The Judgment card is here. You had to make a decision to go the other way. It feels like you ran, or maybe you didn't run. Maybe you just decided, you know what, that person doesn't make me feel good. I don't want to be around that person anymore. But it's because they are triggering you into noticing things about you that still are needing to have you maybe look a little deeper into the self, and this person held up the mirror to your face and it didn't feel good. And that's why you're either mad at them or not speaking with them. We've got the Temperance card here. It was, this person was put in your life for the purpose of healing, to make you think things over, to make you think things over, to make you, bring you to a moment of alchemy where you could stop juggling some things that you had in your mind. Maybe there are things that you hadn't made decisions about yet. And this person, by throwing up the mirror to your face, forced you into making some sort of decision that you were uncomfortable with. And instead of making the decision, you left, you ran. So this could be a friendship, or this could be a love ship, right? We do have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups isn't necessarily always romantic, right? It is emotional. This is somebody that you did share emotions with. So this is somebody that you trusted and trusted you. So whatever you gave them, they gave back to you. They mirrored your energy, right? So we have the Page of Wands here. I really do feel that this person brought up the feelings that were not sturdy, unsteady about your childhood, is what it feels like. They brought up old childhood wounds. Now, I don't know how they would have done that, but I'm just not going to ignore that we have the Page of Cups and we have the Page of Wands here. The Page of Wands is the one that is quick to run, or is making quick movements, taking risks. I feel like this person, whoever they are, we'll talk about them more, whoever they are, they made you run. They could have been someone who was deeply emotional, but they could also be someone who has already gone through the self-examination. So when they held up the mirror, or when they mirrored your energy, I feel like this person had already, when we look here at Virgo and Pisces energy here, this person had already gone over the self-audit. And so somebody who has already healed those parts of them, and then they show you the mirror and you haven't yet healed those parts of you, it makes for a very tense connection. And I think you decided, I don't need this connection, because it made you feel uncomfortable. So I feel like this is somebody that you actually do have feelings for. So whether they're romantic or platonic, I feel like you have emotional connection to this person still. And I feel like you made a quick move, and you made a quick move and decided, I've got to go. I can't be here. This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. I think it was a shock to you, shock to your system. I think it was something that you did quickly with the Page of Wands here. And I do believe that somebody here was triggering an emotional wound that you have from childhood. Look, is that what you're going to do to me? Because I'm already exhausted. Aquarius, what is with these deep readings you've got me in lately? I'm glad I leave you to the end of the week because, man, y'all are deep. This last little while, you're going through some things. I'm already exhausted. Let's find out what Source is saying here. Tell me about, I feel like Source has sent this person to you to give you stability. The intention of Source sending this person to you was to stabilize your energy or make you realize what stability is. I feel like that could be it. Maybe you're not a person who's not ready to settle down, and this person showed you the kind of love, attention, and emotion of someone who was ready to settle down. Maybe that made you run. For those of you who have a wound from past in your childhood, a mother wound or a father wound, this person could have represented mother, represented father. Tell me about Source. We've got the Chariot in the reverse. We've got the King of Pentacles. I think it was a father wound, possibly. Throwing these cards on Father's Day, by the way. We do have the Page of Cups. There it is. We've got the Seven of Swords. I feel like for some of you, you've decided you don't trust this person. You don't trust them because I feel like this person is somebody who makes you feel deeper than you want to feel. This person, I think it was a bit of a shock or a surprise for you that they triggered the child within you. I feel like this King of Pentacles is telling me with the Chariot in the reverse here that possibly you don't have a relationship with your father or mother. I mean, feminine or masculine, right? The King of Pentacles could also be a masculine woman, right? So it does feel like it was kind of shocking. It feels like with the Seven of Swords that it's almost a trust issue that you have with this person, that you don't trust that they won't dig too deep. And I don't think that they do it on purpose. I don't think that they sit back saying, okay, how can I irritate Aquarius today? I don't think that's how it is. I just feel like this person has healed themselves, and so when they speak with you, it really does bring things from below to the surface, and it makes you feel a little bit chaotic because at the time that it comes up, you're not ready for it. It's a shock or a surprise. Six of Swords is here. It is chaotic energy. It feels like that you left, you moved away, or you moved. You went away. Whatever this is movement. You needed to get away from the chaos of the way they made you feel. Look at all these swords here. I think that the reason that you left, or the reason that you don't talk to them anymore, or the reason that you moved on, is because this person sort of put you in a place in your life where you're in transition. This person was meant to come into your life at this time to transition you to the Four of Swords, which is a place of mental stability. So it does feel like you don't really speak with this person anymore. In fact, some of you have released them completely. I do feel like they were sent to you by Source or by the universe here in order to teach you some sort of mental stability as it pertains to some sort of wound that you have with a parent from childhood times. This feels like this person is someone that you no longer trust. I'm just going to say. You no longer trust them, and it's not that you don't trust them as a person. It's like you can't trust that they're not going to immediately try and dive deep and make you bring feelings to the surface or things to the surface that you are not ready to feel, right? So for instance, if you are somebody who's not had a good relationship with your mother, this person might remind you of your mother, but remind you of all the good things about your mother. And so maybe you didn't get nurtured, and this person's really nurturing, so that triggers you. If this is a father wound, right? If somebody is trying to give you good advice, or say, you know what, I've done that before, it didn't work, maybe, and that might trigger you because you didn't have a parental figure in your life that gave you good advice. So this person, I feel like, is somebody that you're not speaking with right now, or you speak with them intermittently. It feels like there is no movement here. I want to say that the Chariot in the reverse tells me that I don't feel like I can have any sort of victory with you because you represent some sort of an obstacle that I'm not ready to climb yet. You can see that there is a mountain in the distance, right? And I'm not interested in heading for that mountain. I do really feel like somebody here did it, like I don't think that they even know that they did it, but I feel like I'm sort of a fly on the wall. And so if there is somebody here that you have no longer have a relationship with, I think it's because it is that they bring up some things within you that you're not ready to deal with, and so that's why you keep them at arm's length. Whew, boy, I'm going to put up some cards here. Tell me what's going on. We're going to talk about more about this in the extension, because look, this is going to require a lot of clarification to find out what's going on here. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This person really ground your gears. I'm going to say they are somebody who made you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you felt they were a bit harsh, or whatever they said was a bit harsh, but truthful. And because you value truth and honesty and facts, maybe you didn't get mad at them, but I think you distanced yourself from them. Because it doesn't matter whether they were harsh with their words or kind with their words. I feel like it was triggering for you because of the mirror effect. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. This person was dead ass meant to come into your life because they were meant to change you. And you weren't ready to change, Aquarius, because nobody tells Aquarius when it's time to change. Aquarius will change when they're ready. And that's a fixed energy. I know that because I'm also a fixed energy. I'm a Taurus, right? So I feel like this Wheel of Fortune here tells me that this person was trying to change your mind about something. And you were like, no, bro, you're not changing my mind. So you maybe even had arguments with this person. Or maybe they gave you sharp words, or maybe you gave them sharp words. Maybe that's why the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. That's your energy, right? Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini in a general reading. So I feel like this person tried to change your mind, and it feels like you weren't about it. You weren't ready to change. And the thing is, you can't fight the Wheel of Fortune, and that's why it was so aggravating. Or it made you feel like you wanted to run, or it made you feel like you didn't want to talk to this person anymore, or put them at a distance. You're like, how dare they say that to me? They know nothing about my life. And it irritated a place within you that is still wounded. So I feel like when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, nobody fights the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune's not waiting for you to be ready to hear the truth, right? Because the truth doesn't really care if you like it or not. The truth is the truth. So I feel like somebody gave you a truth, and I feel like you weren't happy with that truth. And this person tried to change your mind or gave you some sort of information that felt like you felt like you were supposed to either change your mind, change your path, change whatever plans you had made. We've got the Page of Pentacles here. It feels like that you had a plan, or that there was some sort of opportunity to do something. And I feel like this person may have said to you, well, have you thought about these other things? Like, what if all these other things go wrong? I feel like this person kept putting up walls or obstacles where you had already thought you'd made a clear path. And that's probably why they are somebody who you no longer speak with. Or, you may have not even said to them, look, I'm not speaking with you again. Maybe you just sort of put them on, how do we put them on? We put them on, not block, but maybe you've got them just in the background. You know what I mean? So you don't see their feeds anymore. So you don't, because whatever they might post or whatever they might say, I feel like it triggers you. And so I feel like you've got them in the background here. One more card. Yep, we got the Nine of Swords. They don't make you feel good about yourself at all. And this person's is never their intention to make you feel bad about yourself, because they don't know what your triggers are. They have no idea what your triggers are. But I feel like when you're around this person, it makes you feel bad about the past. It makes you feel hesitant or anxious about the future. One more card. The World card. So I feel like there is something here that in order for you to be able to feel accomplished or that you've hit the milestone, you had to close a chapter here. So it feels like you left this person behind, and I don't think you told them that you left them behind, but you maybe left them on red, or you didn't answer them, or you acted distant from them, and so they just stopped speaking with you. It feels like this World card here is the end, right? That's the end of the Major Arcana series, and that tells us that a chapter is closed. So it tells me that this chapter is closed, but I still think you think about this person and the things that they said. That's the thing. We are going to go into the extended, my friends, and we're going to pull this apart because I feel like it needs way more explanation than I've had time to give you right here. If you would like to come into the extended, please look at the pinned comment at the very top of all the comments right under this video. There's a pinned comment that will give you the join button there. You can join us in the membership area. That's where all of these extensions go when I do them every day. And if you would like a private read, if you're interested, and this is something that you feel is your story, if you want a private read, I am doing live private reads, which also are on sale. You'll have to go to Hypsee, look at the pinned comment for the link to Hypsee. You can see what I'm offering, 10, 20, 30% off of my calls, live calls, and also I'm doing pre-recorded readings, so if you'd like to do that. I'm going to go into the extension. If this is where we part, thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to be back because I am always back. I'm always going to want to come back and read for you, Aquarius, but I will see the rest of you in the extension. You guys take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.